Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we have a cooking video for you. Thank you guys for watching. So today is a meal that I'm craving for. It is a Filipino diabetic free dish. So it is called coconut mung beans. So it is called merienda in Tagalog or in Filipino. Not really Filipino because there's different dialect, but where the part of the Philippines that I came from. But anyhow, so it is in English, it translates to coconut mung beans or coconut mung beans porridge maybe, but it is called ginitaang munggo. So here are the ingredients, and merienda, by the way, is a meal that is between lunch and dinner. So anyhow, the main ingredients obviously are mung beans. So these are green, little tiny beans that are used for savory or sweet dishes in the Philippines. So we need half a cup of those. And then normally we would use glutinous rice, but since we're trying to make it like diabetic free, I'm gonna substitute that for half a cup of steel cut oats. And this is my first time using this. And we also need 2 cups or a can of coconut milk, which is I have here. And then for a sweetener, we're going to use monk fruit sweetener or sugar. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to toast our mung beans. So we're gonna need half a cup of this babies right over here. So, yep. Just gonna put this back. And we're just gonna toss it over in the pan behind me. Okay, you guys, so we're just gonna put this on high heat and we're just gonna toast it. You don't need oil or anything. You just basically put your beans in there and then we're gonna toast it till it's brown. And it takes probably like 20 minutes, maybe less. I'm using really high heat, so yeah. So you just leave it in there in the heat pan, and it doesn't take long in my opinion, but depending on how impatient one is. So but anyhow, we're just gonna leave this and then I will come back to show you. So right now it's green, so we have to like brown it up or toast it. So I'll be right back. So I just want to kind of like show you guys that it didn't take long, but as you can see, most of our beans are already brown. So, and the reason why we are toasting them is to intensify the flavor or to bring out those flavors of the beans. So we're almost there, just waiting for a few bits and pieces. And I love the smell of toasted mung beans, probably because it brings me back to my childhood. So okay guys, so this is what it's supposed to look like. As you can see, toasted, so brown. So what we need to do is cool this off, and we have to kind of like break it a little bit so it's easier to cook. So but I'm gonna show you guys how we're gonna do that. Okay guys, so this is what it looks like. So, and then you're gonna need a mortar and pestle, which is easier to break up, not kind of like crush them, but just break out the beans a little bit. If you do not have a mortar and pestle, what you could do is you can put them in a baking sheet, and then you can use a rolling pin to kind of like crush it down a little bit. But I think that this is easier. but maybe I'm wrong. So we're just gonna go ahead and do that. And again, we're not trying to break them. We're not trying to crush them. We're just trying to break them so it's easier to cook and it brings out the flavor of the beans. So what is the flavor? Kind of like any typical beans actually. So can't really describe it much. I guess it tastes like a little bit like lentil beans, but yeah. So okay guys, just wanted to kind of like show you, you know, like I said, we're not looking for an actual you're not gonna break it, you're not going to crush it, you're just gonna break it down a little bit to kind of like intensify the flavor. So the next step is to kind of like simmer it. So let me show you. So in our pot right over here, I'm just gonna pour our coconut milk, and because I had it in my pantry, it's gonna need some help because it's solidified. And plus, I keep my air in my house really cold, so just gonna pour it in, making sure I got all of the bits and pieces right there. And because it has a little bit of like something in there, just gonna put a little bit, just a tiny bit of water so I can get everything in the can. So just like that, and then we're just gonna boil this up real quick, or simmer them, not boil. So how is you guys' day? I hope you guys' day are fine. And then as that simmers in, we can actually, I don't know if you guys can hear it, we are going to put our steel cut oats. If you do not have steel cut oats, you can also do quick oats. It's not like actually like 100% diabetic free, but it is a little bit more friendly than the actual recipe, because again, the recipe calls for like glutenless rice. Sorry guys, just have it. My husband got himself a beer and did not put it away, so alright, and this will not take long. And as that is cooking, we are going to get ready to put our mung beans in. Just put this in back. Oops. Probably lower down the heat so you don't lose any of your liquid too much. It doesn't evaporate as much, and then it will turn brown. At this point, you can also put your sugar, which I am just gonna put probably, we'll start off with 3 tablespoons of sugar. It's supposed to be a dessert, guys, so, or sweet per se. And then just mix that. And then it would start to thicken up, and now my fire is in like medium low. And I'm just waiting for my oats to kind of like lump up a little bit. And just for the kick, I will just add a little bit of like sugar. I mean, no, I'm sorry, salt. Just a pinch to kind of like intensify the sweetness flavor of it. Because why not? And then what we could do is actually wait for it to simmer down a bit, or for the oats to kind of like I said, plump up. I can smell it. It's so good. And you know what? Just to add flavor, I'm gonna add what we call pandan. It is kind of like a herb in the Philippines that is normally used, or Southeast Asia. I'm just gonna cover this up real quick. It's fine. If you don't have this, it's fine. But I'm just gonna put it because I have it, because it just adds like a little bit of a flavor, and that's what it is. And just like a really small amount of it, like an eighth of a teaspoon, because I don't want, it's green in color, well, the essence, and I don't want it to be really green, just because that's not the color that I'm used to with this dish. Ooh, oh, that brings me to my childhood. Oh my goodness. And it's starting to thicken up, so give it about like 5 more minutes and you could lower down the heat on this one. If you use quick cook oats, or like the regular quick oats, again, it would be faster, but yeah. Okay guys, so it is starting to like thicken up and look like a little bit like a porridge, or like a oatmeal per se, because that's basically what it is. It's oatmeal, but so it's another way of cooking it. It's time to taste. So this is the part that you could adjust the taste for you, however much you want it to be sweet. That has a little bit of a nice bite to it. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more sugar, like 1 tablespoon. And again, I'm using the monk fruit, so it is a little bit sugar-free. Oh yeah, it is really thickening up for me, and that beans have a little bit of a bite to it. Oh, these are one of my favorite dishes, and we eat this in the hot summer nights. It's like not nights, like merienda, hot summer afternoon in the Philippines. Today it's a little bit cloudy in Detroit. It's Labor Day. Happy Labor Day. Yeah. Oh yeah. There it goes. All right. So it is time to play. Okay, you guys, it is time for plating. So I'm just gonna plate this, and you can serve this with a little bit more splash of coconut milk or not. Here you go, taste test. So this is our coconut mung beans oatmeal. How is it?
It's okay.
So what could have you done better?
I don't know if you cooked the beans all the way.
I did.
They seem kind of crunchy.
That's the idea. But you can also cook it a little bit more softer if you like. I just prefer it crunchy. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys soon. And I would link the recipe down below in the description box. Please give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you guys on our next video. Bye.